This is the Roku Streambar. It's another streaming box from Roku in the crowded world of streaming boxes. Well, actually, it's a soundbar. Okay, it's actually both. So Roku has really brought something new and interesting to the market. I purchased this recently to test it out, and I'll get right to the point. It's pretty good. However, there's a problem with the general concept. I'll explain what that is, and I'll even provide my recommendation as to whether this Roku Streambar is a buy. Let's jump in. First, let's talk about the features of the device itself. It's a streaming box, right? So it upgrades any TV with a streaming system. Now you have a smart TV, so to speak, because you have the streaming apps and things like that. And it adds in what they call cinematic sound with Dolby Audio. You should be getting, according to them, crisp, clear dialogue and the ability to quiet loud commercials. Simple setup with everything you need in the box. You can also play music from popular channels or a Bluetooth device, which is nice. You can stream TV, live news, sports, movies, music, and more. Of course, that goes without saying. It's a streaming box. You can do those things. It's also compatible with voice-enabled devices like Google and Alexa, so that is really nice. I also noticed it's AirPlay compatible, and therefore you can stream what's on your iPhone or iPad or Mac or whatever to the actual box itself, so it should display on the TV, which is a nice touch. So as far as unboxing goes, it's true. Everything was in the box. It comes with a high-speed HDMI cable, your power cable, and an optical audio cable, which is great. It's only necessary for older TVs that don't have an audio return built into the HDMI port. However, that fits the description of my TV because I actually bought this to upgrade sort of an older TV that I have. It's an LG 43-inch TV, maybe something like that. And it's a great TV. It's 1080p. Bought it 10 years ago, but it of course doesn't have any smart features at all. So for a long time I was using an Apple TV on it. I decided, hey, let's try out this Roku Streambar because it has the additional sort of audio benefits to it. Now, one thing that I'm actually kind of disappointed about is that there is no Ethernet port on the back, okay? And I'm a type of person who I always will hardwire something if I have the option to do so. Now, there is still the option to have a wired connection because they do have a USB connector on the back end, but that means you have to use a USB to Ethernet adapter, which is another thing you have to buy if you want a wired connection. So I am a little bummed out about that because they could have easily just added an Ethernet port on the back and I wouldn't be having to say this, but obviously it probably cut costs or whatnot. So there you have it. You do need to buy an extra adapter if you want to have it hardwired. Otherwise, you're stuck doing wireless. Now, how it actually sounds, it is a sound bar after all. So how does it sound? Well, I'll save you the suspense. It sounds pretty good. Now, I am not an audiophile, and I'm very certain that, the big brand, more expensive options out there from Sonos and Bose sound much better, okay? No question about it. However, that's not the standard that I'm going for. I am trying to achieve a better sound quality than the TV on its own, which I can tell you that it certainly achieves. The sound seems quite rich, the audio is crisp, and they do live up to their claims of giving you clear sounding dialogue. I couldn't really test their claim of lowering the volume of commercials because I don't tend to watch anything with commercials because I don't have cable. Now, the Roku platform itself, I have gotten to know it over the last year or so because I bought a Sharp TV with Roku built in. And for the most part, I've actually been happy with it. The main thing that you need to watch out for with Roku is you aren't going to get as many apps as on the leading platforms. As an example, I subscribe to Sportsnet periodically when the hockey season is on, and I can get Sportsnet on the Apple TV, but I can't get it on Roku. So that is a downside downside and is something that you absolutely must be aware of. You should check to see that the apps that you know you want are going to be available on your streaming box, your streaming device. And that really leads me to the point I got to earlier, the problem with the general concept. And that is, are streaming boxes really even necessary, or are they going to be necessary for a long time? So many TVs are smart TVs now that it kind of makes me wonder about the runway that streaming boxes have. That's why Roku is fighting so hard to be partnered up with the TV manufacturers and to be the streaming platform that is on their TVs, and that makes a lot of sense for them. But really going in and getting more into more streaming boxes and different products like that makes me wonder if it's kind of a worth it venture for them, just because really everyone's moving to smart TVs. But I think perhaps going with this soundbar plus smart TV approach might get some people who had previously already bought smart TVs switching to Roku anyways, just to add an affordable soundbar to the mix. But we'll have to see how that works for them. All right, my recommendation, my final thoughts. Yes, I would actually recommend the Roku Streambar to folks, especially if you've got an older TV that isn't smart, so to speak. And I think it's got a leg up over its competitors just because it does have that soundbar aspect to it. However, it does range from $150 on sale to up to $190. Therefore, it's just not the cheapest streaming box out there. There's competing options at much lower prices, even from Roku. That's important to realize. However, when you bring that soundbar aspect back into it, you can't find too many worthwhile soundbars that are cheaper. So to me, you're getting a good quality soundbar and you're getting a good quality streaming box. So that's my thoughts. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know in the comments if you do get one of these yourself. I've got a link in the description if you do want to check it out and kind of learn more about it as well. But if you get one, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it's worthwhile, if you agree with me that it's pretty good quality, and I'd be curious to hear what you have to say. That's it for today. So thanks very much for checking out the video, for watching. And if you did enjoy the video, do me a favor and quickly throw a like on that there for me. That would be really helpful. And subscribe for more Technology Paul.